Do you know, my wife said to me the other day that whenever I was just editing a video, whenever I see one of your videos, you're drinking coffee. It's so annoying. I think her actual words are, you and that bloody coffee. Cheers, love. In this video, I'm going to be laughing about that the whole time. In this video, I thought oh no, I've got the giggles. Right, let's try. In this video, I thought I'd try and take a look at one of the blog posts that's on the FreeBSD Foundation's website, how to install and configure Galene Video Meeting Server. So let's jump in and have a look, shall we? All right, most of this will be done in the terminal. I'll just quickly show you. Actually, let's stick to that. I'll just quickly show you the how-to. I call it a how-to. It's not really, well, it is a how-to, let's be honest. Gives you all of the stuff that you need to do. I'm not going to worry about data sets, although it's probably a good idea. In fact, on this machine, I can do that. I might as well. Yeah, why not? We'll try and do it exactly how it mentions on here. All right, so let's get into it and do it, shall we? So I've got my terminal open, and you'll see that it is fairly up to date. FreeBSD instance 15.1. I have done FreeBSD update, and it says there are no updates to get unless that's changed in the last half an hour. I will also need to create a DNS entry for this, which I will do off camera. There you go. No updates needed to update to release P1. So we're not going to bother. So let's clear that. So let's get all of the updated packages, which I did a little while ago, but we'll go through it anyway. Should say none. There we go. All right, let's create some data sets. Yeah, of course not. There we go. Right, so that's the data sets that we need. So let's install the software itself. Can't remember if I did that or not. I did not. Okay, clear that. Also, I can't remember if this is the latest packages. Yeah, it is. Okay, coolio. So a basic example file in var db Galene groups looks like this. Let's have a look at it, shall we? No. I find it interesting that there is no groups. Right, so it should be a JSON file. Okay, so let's call it I think it's telling me that actually I need to create that file. That's fine. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's install that. So the next thing is to set up some certificates for our web host for our FQDN. So I haven't actually set that up yet, which I'll do now quickly. Right, we're going to call the FQDN meet. So that will be meet.garyhtech.uk. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, about to do that. Let's get that back up the top. Alrighty, so we want to create some certificates. What do we call it? Meet.garyhtech.uk. We'll call it host master. We agree. Would you be willing, once your first certificate is successfully issued, to share your email address with Electronic Frontier Foundation? No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Probably is, but no. Cool. So var db cert.pem, and then priv key to var db key.pem. So let's go into data. Let's have a look what's there. Ch own Galene and Galene. Everything is in there. It's probably, yeah, actually that was right. So that's what we got. Service restart Galene. Of course it doesn't. Okay, let's add it to the, we don't need to do that. Come on, Gary, wakey. So let's enable the service. Thank you. Let's start the service, see what happens. It's running. There you go. Let's test it. Let's check out sockstat to see if it's there. 8443, it is there. Excelente. So now I should be able to go to HTTPS, and now I should be able to go mint GaryH tech.uk 8443. There it is. What was the meet called? GHT. Okay, that's exactly what I would expect. That's good. It's up and running. It's obviously shutting that down on its own. All right, so there is one way of testing it, and I've got a web camera, so I will test that. We might as well test it, mightn't we? Yeah, that's funny. Actually, that's very funny, because that should be what's going on there. Oh, excellent. You can share your screen. All right, let's log out and close it and then go back to it. What I'll do actually is open another, let's open a different user. Let's go that one. All right, so Galana, okay. Well, there we go, and that is exactly what I would expect to see. I mean, the webcam was rubbish. It's a Logitech C920. I hate that web camera. But as you can see, it's working. Which is great. Close that. And that was just basic. Let's there are other things that we could do. So I could actually, I might try this very quickly. I'm not sure if I've got this installed or not. I do not. Okie doke, that's good. All right, let's grab another browser. Why is that? Okay, so that's working. So what I could now do, is I could set, I'm not going to do it now, it's already been going for 40 minutes, so you could then set up a web proxy or reverse proxy on nginx or nginx, however you want to say it, so that it hides the 8443. That's good, because that is now perfectly running, and if I wanted to, I could even host other YouTubers. Imagine that. All right, so obviously this is now working. So what is the advantage? What features does it have? Oh, did I? My bad. You won't start anything. I don't think we're going to have to. You know, there's plenty of stuff on here. I guess we just need to go through it. Filters? Anywho, that'll do it, I think. What do you think? Is there any point to running this kind of service, or... Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of discovering what else I can do on FreeBSD. It's very much appreciated. Cheers, wife. Don't start getting the giggles again, Gary. Do you use anything like this? Drop a comment below, because I'd be interested to see if there are other things that are like this. Yeah, let me know. For now, that'll be it. Just remember, there's so much you can do on FreeBSD, or any operating system for that much. Computing, there's lots to it, isn't there? I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers, everyone. My wife is going to hate me.